Hi, good morning. This is Philippe Lundstedt, the insurance guru, and I'm so happy to be here today and talk to you about a really great subject, and it's going to be about PPO products and why that's so important to understand and the nuances about PPOs that make them a really interesting strategy and a very popular strategy for many people in America today. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we want to understand is, what does PPO even mean? It means a preferred provider organization. And what does that even mean? Well, a PPO follows a very kind of different contract process than what an HMO would do, which is a video that we made previously. And in that PPO, that contract is really different, and it's a fee-for-service contract. And what that means is that the doctor is getting a fee for every single service that they do. That's right, they get a fee for every single service that they do. So every time a doctor does something for you, he is sending a bill to the insurance company. The insurance company is then giving him an amount of money, and then you're also giving him money in a copay, which is your share of the cost. So the doctor is getting paid every time he does something for you. Now, this is a reason why PPOs are structured the way they're structured. Because as we know, on a PPO, there's some really, really cool nuances that exist, which is what makes them very, very popular. One of those amazing nuances that PPOs actually do for you is they allow you to go see doctors and specialists without any referrals. And what does that mean? A referral means that you don't need any permission. That means you can go ahead and see a doctor. You don't have to ask for permission. Now, on a PPO, it's important to understand that there's two different variations of that. There are in-network benefits where you don't need referrals, and then there are out-of-network benefits where you don't need referrals. An in-network doctor, to be very clear, is a doctor that takes your insurance. An out-of-network doctor is a doctor that doesn't take your insurance. It's as simple as that. People love to complicate this. There is no in-between. There are no doctors that say maybe. It's simple and easy. In industry terms, this means in-network doctors that take your insurance. Out-of-network doctors that don't take your insurance. As simple as that. Don't complicate this process. Some PPOs have larger networks than others. But remember, the strength of a PPO is the ability to go outside of the network. So it's so important to gauge where you currently are and what your values are based upon the network and the doctors that you're seeing. And of course, gauge that upon the plans that you're shopping, because that really does matter. You do want to look at the networks. You do want to look at the size of them and the cost that it is when you go outside the network. Depending on the programs, certain programs are going to have deductibles if you go outside the network. Some of those programs may have lower or higher copays. So it's really important that you pay attention to all of the benefits, the deductibles as well. So just to recap a little bit what I talked about, a PPO is a preferred provider organization. This means it's a fee-for-service contract. So your doctor is getting a fee for every service that he does. He gets a fee from the insurance company, and he gets a fee from you, right? That's your copay or your co-insurance. And for those fees and all those things, the system, the PPO, is giving you an amazing product that's allowing you to go to doctors with no referrals, means no permission. And you're also allowed to see doctors both in and outside the network, which means doctors that take your insurance and doctors that don't take your insurance. And in case you're confused on what that means you can see any doctor that you want, because doctors either take your insurance or they don't take your insurance. So that's a super, super powerful part of having a PPO. They also travel with you, so you're able to go different places. Now, not every PPO is the same, so it's really important that the person that you're doing business with is explaining these nuances to you. It's so important that the person presenting the product understands you, your wants, your needs, your values, and understands the competitiveness that exists in this range in the area that you live in. This really means that they're showing you an array of programs and different options that you can choose from rather than just giving you one, okay? Because best is relative, remember that. What's best for the agent isn't always what's best for you. So make sure that you're getting the right information. Guys, thank you so much. This is amazing. I'm gonna go way more into PPOs, way more into the intricacies in the next video. It's gonna be great. So here we are. I want to say thank you so much. We're getting right back into the PPOs. My name is Philippe Lundstedt. I am the insurance guru. That is what I'm known as. I am a CEO of an amazing company called ProCare Consulting, and I'm going to talk to you about the different types of PPOs today. So let's talk about the first type of PPO. The first type of PPO, which is very common and usually really popular, especially when a company is beginning with a PPO, and many established companies have these, are called regional PPOs. These are PPOs that are available to all inhabitants of a region and or state, depends on how the company breaks up their regions. So if company A is in Florida, they will have a program, a PPO, regional PPO program that is available to everybody in the state of Florida. It'll be blanket policy across the whole state, same copays no matter where you live, whether you live in Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, Panama City, it doesn't matter. That's what a regional PPO means. Now, on a regional PPO, there are typically higher copays, higher deductibles on these programs. I'm going to explain that a little bit more later on in some strategies on how to make sure that you're on a new plan and not an old plan. The second type of PPO is known as a local PPO. What happens is when you have a regional PPO in an area long enough, you start to get really good analytics and numbers on demographics. You start to hone in what's called hot spots or red spots in a state or in a region where you can see there's heavy volume of usage. When there's heavy volume of usage and a lot of people getting on the program, it enriches the programs in those certain areas, which means those programs can bring in more dollars because they're bringing in more volume. Where there's more volume, there's going to be more competitiveness with the programs. So a lot of times that competitiveness is coming out in these local PPOs. The local PPO operates the same way as the regional PPO. The biggest difference is this. The first difference is local PPOs are only available to the people that live in those local areas. Sometimes those local areas are done to a couple of counties, sometimes just one county. So it really depends on where you live. You gotta check your zip code to see what's available in your area. So that's one part of local PPOs that's really important to understand. The second part of PPOs that are localized that's really important to understand is that local PPOs will typically have lower copays, lower max out-of-pockets, and lower deductibles than the regional PPO counterpart. So if you live in an area and you're on a regional PPO and there are local PPOs available, you may want to reach out to your broker or somebody or an agent and have them explain to you these differences. And of course, if you don't have an agent, you need to hit the link below and go ahead and book a special consultation with one of our amazing brokers. And remember, those consultations are always 100% free for anybody that clicks on this link. Let's get back to the PPOs. So those are the two main kind of PPOs, a regional PPO, a local PPO. Something else that also exists that's been kind of sprouting out over the last few years is something known as an MA only PPO or a Medicare Advantage only PPO or a PPO that doesn't have any prescription drug coverage. These are very interesting programs. They're almost dubbed as veteran PPOs or veteran programs because it's very popular with people that are going to the VA or veterans because they don't need prescription drug coverage. They have that coverage coming in from the VA. So a lot of times these are popular programs. Some of these programs, depending on where you live, depending on your zip code, will actually refund you dollars into your Social Security every single month. It's a really crazy program, and different companies have it. It's just a really cool process. The next process that exists, which is actually a little bit newer, and it only exists in certain states and only in certain counties, and that is a money-back PPO. And a money-back PPO is really revolutionary when you're talking about all these different products that exist in the marketplace that are giving you money back, but they're very controlling. Now steps in a PPO product that's giving you money back into your Social Security every single month, and it's giving you all those benefits. And just to recap, a huge benefit of a PPO is the ability to see doctors that are outside the network. So even if your network is small and you're on a PPO and you're only seeing a few doctors per year and you're getting money back, it could really be beneficial to look at one of these products and see if it meets your needs. They really can hit a lot of values and they can give you a really interesting strategy because keep in mind, your insurance you can change every single year. So if you've been on the same policy year after year after year after year, you need to get a checkup. You need to look at that policy and make sure that it's suiting you and your needs today and for the future, not for what happened in the past. The past doesn't always equal your future. You have to know the products that you need today need to be assessed against what the marketplace is doing today. It's so important that you stay on competitive products so you can maintain getting the most benefit possible. Guys, Insurance Guru, I just want to guide you to where you need to be. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope that makes the PPOs a little bit easier to understand. Stay tuned. We're going to bring you a more amazing information. I can't wait to share it with you. Philippe Lundstedt, the insurance guru. Here's to your health. Whoa, guys. I want to tell you, thank you so much for tuning into these videos, and it's so important to me that I'm able to give you extra and go above and beyond for you. What I want to do is I have a special offer. If you click on the link below, I have an amazing special offer for you that I'd love just to offer just for you. Whoa, guys, listen, thank you so much for watching this video. I just want to do a brief interruption and tell you thank you, and I want to give you this free offer just for you. I want to invite you to a one-of-a-kind retirement workshop that will absolutely create all clarity for you for everything based on your retirement. Make sure you click the link below and RSVP today. Whoa, thank you so much for watching this video. As a free gift from me to you, I want to give you a copy of my #1 best-selling hot new release book, Medicare Mastery: The 3 Pillars to Success for Retirees. As a gift from me to you, 100% free. All you got to do is pay the shipping and handling, and you'll get that 100% free. Make sure you click the link below. Thank you, and here's to your health.